And we're back. The Lifestyle Medicine Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. It is Diabetes Awareness Month. So Mike and I share a bunch of facts about diabetes. We also share how you can prevent it, and you could share that with your patients. We also go over how Tera is shifting our model to make it more exciting for your patients, make it easier for them to get started, and also very pumped about our Healthy 100 New Habit Challenge, a system, a technology, our platform for patients to walk through behavior change completely free, and a system that is designed to help them implement these habits very effectively. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new, leave a review, rate this show. It's really helpful, and we're excited to have you on as well if you're a physician that can share your story about how you're helping patients through behavior change and lifestyle medicine. Enjoy!
Our healthcare system doesn't support lifestyle change as a method to heal, and that's why we started Tera, to shift healthcare towards a preventative model by supporting healthcare professionals who want to implement behavior change into their practice, but may not have the resources to do so. We believe that lifestyle change should be everyone's first step to getting healthy, but most healthcare professionals don't have enough time to educate and keep their patients accountable on a daily basis. Tera has over 50 health coaches with various backgrounds and specialties to align with your patient's needs. Not only do we save you time and make you money, but truly improve your patient outcomes. It is easy for your patients to get started. Have them schedule a free breakthrough call with us to find the right coach and program. Their coach will take them through a lifestyle assessment, weekly coaching calls, and daily habit tracking. Schedule a time with us today to see how we can support your practice.
Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Podcast. It is Diabetes Awareness Month. Michael, take it away.
Yeah, for sure. So Diabetes Awareness Month is such an important thing to take into consideration. A majority of diabetes is actually what we call type 2 diabetes. And this form of diabetes is largely preventable through lifestyle changes. So I think it's really important to note that this condition, while it is very common and very expensive to take insulin, it's very, very preventable. And what I really want to go into today is the conversation about how we can best integrate into your practice to help your patients manage their lifestyle habits and in turn prevent, reverse, or even just manage their type 2 diabetes risk.
Really great. I'm going to read a couple facts that we have that we mapped out just to give the people a little bit of insight if they don't understand or know the severity of it, but let's get into it. Diabetes is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. And by the way, this is early November 2022. So for these stats, that's when we're reading these stats. More than 37 million Americans. Source, that's the CDC.
Cool.
More than 37 million Americans have diabetes. That's about 1 in 10. Approximately 90 to 95% of them have type 2. Type 2 diabetes most often develops in people over age 45, but more and more children, teens, and young adults are also developing it as well. And all of these will be referenced in the show notes as well. The good news is diabetes, like Michael was mentioning, is largely preventable. 9 in 10 cases in the U.S. can be avoided by lifestyle changes, and that was Harvard School of Public Health. And like Michael said, medical costs for people with diabetes are twice as high as for people who don't have diabetes, and that is from the CDC. So yeah, where do you want to start with this, Mike? Do you want to talk about some things people can do or how Tera is implementing change and how it's reversed and helped prevent diabetes? I'll let you take the flow.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to just mention 3 key points that people can work on in order to improve their insulin sensitivity, which inherently means control their type 2 diabetes. First would be regular exercise. Regular exercise is incredible at helping you regulate your metabolic processes and also losing weight, which is number 2. Excessive weight really does nothing good for insulin sensitivity. So slimming down does really, really help. And then 3, eating lots of plant food. Food high in fiber that helps flush out a lot of the excess sugars that are really common in highly processed food and the standard American diet. So those are the 3 pointers that I would really emphasize for someone to work on or control. And, you could totally give your patients the ability to handle that by themselves. But if you want to give them a little bit more accountability, a little bit more support through the process, that's why we're here.
Yeah. And I would like to point out that we have over 10 diabetes specialists on our team ready to help through that behavior change. And that's our passion. That's why we do this, is to help bring awareness that these simple lifestyle changes can prevent so much. And that's what's funny about, I'm newer to the medical field and working with Tara. And it's interesting to see, after going to the plant-based healthcare conference and all the conversations we've had with different doctors and different people, how simple these things are that can just change your life so drastically. For example, how you said lose extra weight, just maintaining a healthy body weight. I was listening to this other podcast where this person was trying to eat healthier, was drinking so many smoothies, but got so addicted to them or just loved them so much, had so many smoothies that his sugar intake was through the roof. So he actually put himself in a bad place, but then he turned it around by kind of cutting out that sugar. But just those simple things of monitoring what you're eating and making sure your body weight is at a regular level and you're exercising regularly is so simple, but that's where we come in, is to hold people accountable so they can make those changes sustainable.
Yeah, definitely. And provide the education around, hey, maybe, one smoothie a day is pretty good, but once you start maxing out at like 7 or 8, it could get a little intense.
That's what's fun too, is that you could find out what people like. Some people like smoothies. I personally love fasting, so it's easy for me to fast for a long time instead of like trying to monitor my snacks. And it's kind of just, we find, that's what I love about our program, is finding the right. We have a system that works for the majority of people, but we're open to flowing with different people's lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely. And that's kind of what I wanted to go into right now, is this new system that I'm really, really excited about. So we've been working with a couple of our new physicians. I've been really diving in with one to integrate health coaching into their process. So traditionally, we were always really open about saying, hey, if you're a referring physician, you can either directly refer your patients to us in your patient room or whenever you meet with your patients, whether it be in person or over Zoom. And, we'll hop on a discovery call with them and find out what their lifestyle is like, where they want to go, and if they want to sign up with a program. But recently, we've been doing more work with physicians that are looking to kind of reduce the amount of steps that a patient has to go through in order to book a health coach. So, for example, a clinic called Aquarian, they're the best. Shout out to Taylor and Trailer. They are integrating health coaching into their weight loss program. So it's a complete package. And what we're talking about right now is making it so that during their final consultation of the weight loss program, where the patient decides whether that they want to start the program or not, that last aspect, it actually includes health coaching. So it's really, really cool, because we're giving that clinic the ability to say, okay, here's your weight loss program, right? And here are your regular injections you're going to get as a part of a weight loss program. And here is your health coach who's going to walk you through this process. And we're working out the logistics of whether they want weekly or bi-weekly coaching, but we make it flexible for them and give them the option to bill us based on whatever they're using. So it's creating a more flexible model that is more focused around the referring healthcare professional, and having the referring healthcare professional put in the appropriate steps to making sure that the patient actually ends up signing up with a health coach. A lot of the issues that we were experiencing before this were the drop-off rates. So patients, while they're all super excited in the patient room or while meeting with a healthcare professional, their excitement slowly dwindles as they have to go through 2 to 3 different hoops in order to start a health coaching program. So this removes those other hoops and just creates a clear flow or clear path to get them started.
Beautiful. I love that you said their excitement dwindles and we want to keep them excited. That's amazing. I love that. And I'm so happy to see more people joining because we just have these incredible changes and help people live their healthiest life and just experience the juice of the life. Speaking of the juice, should we dive into the Healthy 100?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Hit us.
The Healthy 100 is a exciting new project that we've been working on. And what this is going to do is create a push for people to start building healthy habits. And we're going to create a free template, a free format for people to follow. And if they want more coaching, accountability through the process, obviously Tara is there to support them through it. But all of this kind of stemmed up because I was hearing a lot about Whole30. I was hearing a lot about Hard 75. And I really wanted to create something that was focused more around lifestyle medicine than anything else. Because there isn't anything out there that is kind of like one of those viral challenges that people can do in order to pursue the pillars of lifestyle medicine. So that's really what we're working on there. And we're really excited to bring it out. There's a couple different key components. Should I go into those real fast?
Yeah, I was just going to touch on what I love about the challenge is I love challenges myself. And just like lifestyle medicine and behavior change with our 12-week program, it gives people a set amount of time to make these changes in their life. And what's really cool is we're designing this platform based on all the feedback we've gotten from previous clients and patients and physicians of what's worked for their patients. And by designing this platform and technology that sets reminders, gives people tasks to do, all they have to do is show up. And so like we were saying about dwindling excitement and getting people on a call or onto our program so they can live healthier, we're making a platform and a challenge that's even easier and easier. So all they have to do is do one tiny step at a time, and building that tech and watching it come to life and seeing people start to try it out is so fun because it becomes almost like a little bit of a game. You get to be a part of our community with the Healthy 100 people, and it's a challenge. It's fun to be in a challenge with your community. And I love the name as well. Health E is health experience, because this is an experience, a challenge that will allow you to be your best self in just 100 days. You can not only feel the changes, but by committing to this challenge, you're able to get these processes deeply defined into your patterns of your life. And I'm just pumped.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. So if you have any patients that you want to refer to health coaching and you're like, okay, I don't think they can afford it right now, this is a free resource that we are going to be providing. And yeah, we would love for you to check it out. And I'll kind of go into a little bit of the details of it right now.
Break it down.
So there are 3 main components of it. We have the blueprint, we have your daily habits, and we have accountability. So the blueprint breaks down each of the pillars of lifestyle medicine, which for those who don't know are movement, regular mental health practices, plant-based nutrition, avoidance of risky substances, strong social relationships, and good sleep habits. So the broken down version of those is kind of assessing where you are now and where you want to go. And what we do is we kind of tweak where you want to go and then organize that into your healthy habits list. Now, your healthy habits list, these are your like action points. This is what you do each and every day. And you never want to have more than 3 action points, but you could have anywhere between the range of 1 and 3. For me personally, what I have is a morning routine, or like getting off on the right foot. And then I have my healthy habits, I call them, just like my day-to-day type stuff. And then I have my unwind time. So those are my 3 main kind of groupings. And within each of those groupings, I have individual tasks. Now, granted, that's like where I am. And just because I have, 3 habits and then tasks inside of them, that's not necessarily where somewhere else would start. So, that's the second point, is kind of going into those daily habits. And the third point is the accountability. So for me, my accountability is my almighty alarm, is what I call it. And it's just the alarm that I set for myself all the time. My phone alarm is always going off. And I set it for like different periods of time, depending on what's going on. So I'll go and create my calendar for the day, and then I'll set a bunch of alarms to make sure that I don't miss anything. And even when I'm working, I'll set multiple alarms when I'm in front of my computer screen every 20 minutes so that I can take a glance away from my computer screen, kind of let my eyes reset, just because that's part of the eye journey that I'm on. But yeah, the alarm's very, very important. A personal notebook is another thing that keeps me accountable. And then I'm going to be posting daily accountability online. So we just started creating content for that today, which is really, really exciting. And the last thing is using a habit tracker. So there's a couple different habit trackers that we have, that we use. Those are the 3 main components: the blueprint, the daily action, and the accountability.
I'm gonna dive in. So that's what I love about this, is that his is already mapped out. You heard his examples, but on the day one, the blueprint, our system helps you define what your action habits will be, and then how you can track them as well. So it sounds like a lot to start, but that's the beauty of this technology and the platform we're building, is if you sign up, it'll walk you through every step of the process and help you design the exact habits you need now. And they could be super basic. They could be just drinking more water every day for that 100 days. They could be eating one more piece of plant substance in one of your meals every week. It's very simple, but the point is, if you're committing to this 100 days, you're going to make drastic compound changes into your life, and you're welcome to do it again. But by the end of those 100 days, you will be so far removed from your old habits, because not only are you shifting your old habits, but you're starting to implement new habits, and they are growing. And so 100 days of consistent growth is life-changing.
Yep. 100%.
Super cool.
Yeah. So really excited to kind of go over all 3 of these topics: diabetes awareness, yes, integrating with health coaching and how you can make that easier within your practice, and a free habit challenge for your patients. It's a wrap right here. It feels good.
Yeah. What's the best way for someone to get in touch or get started?
So if you're a physician and you want to reach out, go to terrahealthcoaching.com, and there is a tab that says work with us. You can schedule a call right then and there. If you want to just shoot us over an email, you can do that as well at info@terrahealthcoaching.com. And look for the Healthy 100 page. It's about to go up on the Terra Health Coaching website as well.
Awesome. And yeah, and if you're a physician and you want to be on the show, or you know any physicians that have a great idea or any things that would help people live better and help us reach more physicians, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Excited to help more people live healthy.
Yeah, let's go.
You can connect with us through the link in the description or at terrahealthcoaching.com by clicking Get Started. Reach out to us so we can strategize on how to implement lifestyle medicine into your world.